Okay, are we live? All right. I think we are live. Wait, what is the time? Yeah, a couple of minutes more. Okay. Elena. Right. Where's my $100 now? Don't hide from me, $100. Not that one, not that one. $100 tarot. Where did you get? There you go. Right here. Okay. All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope all of you are doing very well. I think I scheduled it for 6 p.m. Am I late? Y'all, my bad. It's just entirely my bad. So, here we are. One more time, I messed up. I don't know why. I thought today's live was at 6:30. One of my subscribers called me and she said, "Are you okay? Did you forget your thing?" I said, "No, I'm getting ready. I still have a few minutes." Because in my head I was thinking at 6:30. Well, guess what? I just look at it and I say it's 6 o'clock. I am so terribly sorry. I have been goofing up the past couple of days. I have no idea what's going on over here. But, and here I am pottering around looking at the time thinking, wait, it's only 6:26. Hang on, I still have a few minutes. I can still, pick out the decks I want. All right, y'all. I say welcome to my world. It's that fuzzy brain or foggy brain, as they say. We'll just blame it on lupus, okay? Oh my God. All right, there we go. Thank you, my friend, for calling me and asking me if I was okay. I wish, anyway, let's not get it. We'll talk after. So, Susie Q, hello, my Manx, Elena Online, Gypsy Girl, then who do we have? Debbie B, Rachel Carter, Derwin, who else do we have? I saw somebody else here. ISOF. Y'all, seriously, I apologize. Joan Harkin. Courtney. Who else do we have? Seriously, I don't know how I missed out. That is in spite of me getting a call from her saying that, "Are you okay? Are you doing your live?" I said, "Yeah, I still have a few minutes. I'm getting ready. I just got out of the shower. I'm getting ready." Little did I realize I had scheduled it for 6. Miss Lids, TD, sorry to keep you all waiting. So y'all must have been laughing when I got up and went and I was trying to look out for some stuff, and y'all must have caught somewhere on this YouTube channel. There's probably a split-second shot of me pulling up my shorts. So that would be fun, right? Randy 714, hello. All right, let's get started. Yeah, seriously. Alia, hello. Star Miller, hello. All right, so thank you again for being patient with me. And again, I don't know what's going on, y'all. I seriously put it on my calendar also at 6:30. So let's go on. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to look at this case. The one thing I will say is that I did not find Hey Jadelyn, I did not find Zaina's middle name, and neither did I have Ethan Chapin's middle name. I know I had it at one point. I wrote it, I threw it away. The usual, I can't keep stockpiling papers. So let me just get this. So she was born on June 8th, which is Gemini. May 25th, which is Gemini. July 5th, which is Cancer, and October 28th, as we all know, is Scorpio. Oh, you know what else I forgot? Kohlberger. Let me quickly look up his date of birth. Give me 1 second. He was born November 21st, 1994. Okay, then we can get on with this. Let me do this. Chat is on slow mode. Okay, good. So 6, 10, 16, 17. That's 8, 5, 7, 15, 6, 7, 7, 6. Okay. Two, 4, 5, 6, 10, 28, 10. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get on with it. I don't know why I've been messing up on my on the calendar, y'all. The other day, even regarding a doctor's appointment, I kind of messed up. This is in spite of putting it on my phone calendar and all. I don't know. All right, let's see what's going on. So I will take questions. So first and foremost, before I start, thank you so very much, everybody, for being patient with me. I apologize. I was here. I just hadn't gone live. Go figure. Thank you so much for your patience, and I want to say this is for entertainment purposes only. These are for, for us to have some insights. These are all allegedly, my opinions, my observations. Do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and, you got to figure it out, for yourself. Common sense applies, right? Another thing I want to say is do your own research, right? When I say this is for entertainment purposes only, please don't take it in the wrong way, because it's not. I have to say that just for legalities, okay? I understand, cases where people have passed and cases like this. It's not fun for anybody. So I hope you understand when I say it's for entertainment purposes what exactly I mean by that. It's just legalities. So we are first going to do, Jadelyn, I'm not doing any other case except the Idaho 4, so please don't bring in any other case at the moment. When I say, all right, fine, I'm ready to take questions about other cases, then you can ask, okay? Until then, please do not bring in any other cases and distract my audience and distract myself. And also, no personal readings, please. Thank you. Okay, hi, Arbat, how are you? Linda Holmes, hi. Okay. My question is going to be, where are we at this time, at this point in time? What is the energy around this case at this point in time? What is the energy around this case, the Idaho 4 case? What is the energy around this case? What is today's date? Today is August 12th, right? 12, 2023, so that is 20. Seven. Okay. August 12th is Leo season, correct? Yeah. Leo. Hi Pandora Sparks. Love MJ2, hello. Alright, one more. Alright. I have Aries, Water, Saturn, then the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and the Chariot card. And today is August 12th. I do believe there is some important breakthrough or some more information regarding Zaina in particular that's going to be popping up. There's a lot more to do with her than what most of us, okay, I shouldn't say all of us, a lot of people who are, armchair detectives and all of that, we have our own opinions. Public in general, they, can look into the case in a way that sometimes it's hard for the detectives to do because they're so involved in the case. And I don't mean any disrespect to any of the detectives and the investigators. I'm just saying, we can look at it in a little bit more detached manner, detached as in we are not directly involved, right? So I do believe that a lot of us have already figured out that there's more to this case than, what we have been told as far as the news channels and media and etc. etc. But I do believe there is more to Zaina than what we have come to know and what we have come to understand in terms of this particular unfortunate situation. Okay, there's more to it. This is Aries season, okay, in Aries season, which is going to be 2024. During the Aries season, I do believe this case is really going to pick up a lot of momentum, meaning it's going to start progressing really fast. So next year, 2024 Aries season, I feel like there's very quick, fast movement. Not that this case is not going to trial this year or any time, but I feel sometime around that time period, significant information, significant progress. It's like quick, right? Information coming up. There's a lot of emotions, lot of Cancerian energy here as well. And guess who's a Cancerian? It's Zaina, okay? So I am going to say there is more investigation that is going to be done, if they haven't already, with regards to her in particular. Now, that aside, we do have Saturn here, which is like always going to be instrumental in this case in limiting how much information actually gets out to the public. Now, a lot of these high profile cases, we know, right, that they will, unless the judge says, let the cameras in, then public will know more of what's going on. But if it is one of those closed door cases, for lack of a better term, then what we are being fed is going to be very, very limited and sometimes not necessarily all of the truth. So I do feel that to a very large extent they are purposefully doing it, and this is to protect a particular individual. I'm just saying. So now let's move on. We're just looking right now at the energies regarding this case. I know, but still Zaina's thing popped up quite prominently over here. So which one was I going to use? Here. And then we'll break it down even further, okay? Hello, Debbie Johnson. Yeah, I haven't been able to find the birthdays for what's her face's name. I think at some point in time I might have had Bethany Funke's birthday, and also what's the other girl, Dylan Rounds, right? Oh, what's her name? I forget even her name. The other chick, her birthday, but let's not get into that at the moment. Let's focus on this. Energies around this case. Justice, 5 of Cups, and 6 of Cups in the reverse. Let me quickly show you all the cards, okay? I'm just going to quickly show you all the cards, because sometimes I forget and I just set them down, and then I'll get emails and comments, why don't you show us the cards, what are you hiding? Well, I'm not hiding, I'm in the midst of a reading, so sometimes I just don't. People get a little finicky about. I don't know why though. I do know that, which I've been told, that there are a lot of other tarot readers who don't show the cards at all, and people don't have a problem with that. So whatever, y'all, whatever. Anyway, it's all good. Justice is Libra season. So Libra 1 to 3rd house, immediate environment. There is an offer being made to a particular individual in terms of, give us information, come forth, we'll make sure you're taken care of, etc., etc., like work with us, we'll work with you type of thing. But whatever information that this individual has provided with regards to this case, they have not been very happy, and they feel like she or he is withholding more information. So then the give and take has been removed from the table. Right? Now, who is this individual? It could be one of the witnesses, it could be, one of the roomies, it could be a witness, it could be Brian Kohlberger, whatever, right? So let's get some answers and figure out who this person is. Which deck do I want to use? Where are my cards? There we go. Because it's almost like a bargaining thing, and a arrangement, a bargaining was made, you give us this, we'll give you that, and it's off the table now. I do believe this is, hang on, I believe it's Kohlberger. If it isn't Kohlberger, it is Bethany. Okay. 8 of Cups. Give me 1 second. Okay. Do we know what that Bethany chick's birthday is? Does anybody know? So let me tell you here. I am seeing a female here who's trying to walk away, detach herself from this situation. So it could be Bethany, it could be Dylan, it could be another female. And it's almost like there's a lot of effort being put in to maintain a sense of detachment, a sense of I'll help, but then again not really doing it. I do believe that this person is quite keen on moving on, quite keen on wanting to walk away from this whole situation, wanting to let go, wanting to just leave it, like just leave me alone, just leave me alone, just leave me alone. This individual has reached saturation. Okay, hi Kathleen. But in all honesty, if this person has a little bit more patience, long-term benefits of cooperating is there for this individual. But we have two energies over here. Who are you cooperating with? Who should you be cooperating with? Who should you be volunteering information? Which one? This is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations, my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. Allegedly is from your own conclusions. There is a very corrupt faction within that is directly involved with this case, and the other faction is the ones who really would be on the up and up, clear, forthright, trustworthy, that will bring resolution for this case, if you know. So it's like the one cloaked in a darker color and the one cloaked in lighter color. I won't even say the color names, then people get their knickers in a twist about, why are you being racist? No, get the drift, right? So she is finding it very difficult to walk the fine line, because she knows it's damned if I do and damned if I don't type of a situation. But then again, self-preservation kicks in, and wanting to come out of all of this alive and well and just move on. So do I feel sorry for this person? In all honesty, yeah, it's a tough situation to be in. But then again, who put you in this situation, right? So let's leave that there. It's a bit of a sticky situation for this person, really sticky situation. So that's what I'm going to say. Hi, Sherilyn. Oh, Sherilyn, I haven't seen you in a while. Oh my goodness. Y'all, seriously? Clearly, this is transferable. Okay. Let's get on with this reading. We'll break it down, y'all. And once I'm done with this, I'll you can ask for questions. Good to see you here, Sherilyn. This one. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, the Fool, and the 2 of Cups. Okay. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, the Fool cup, and look, there a great need to walk away from this, but this individual is very principled, very critical to this case, really very critical to this case. I don't think this is Brent Kopacka. I'm talking about the other individual, the witness, the roomie, whatever you want to call it. So everything has come to a stop. The ability to work and to move on has come to a stop. So there's been a false deal that was offered to this person, okay? Like a false deal, like, yeah, don't worry, we'll be here, we'll take care of you, nothing is going to happen to you, etc., etc. But over a period of time, this individual has come to realize that I am not buying it. So hence the hesitation and stop and go in terms of working with this person. So very almost reached the end of the widths, okay? Her widths, his widths. Again, you all know where I'm going with this. The Fool card, it's wanting to change things. Could I go back and change my version, change my story, change my conversations? There's a great need to want to do that, but unfortunately cannot, because it's too late, right? And I feel this individual I wouldn't be surprised if this individual actually decides to reach out and say, I was not in a good state of mind, so whatever, that kind of backpedaling that they do. But this person also has a significant other who is also quite involved in this case. Significant other, but that significant other is standing in the shadows. There are a couple of people here on this channel that I've had conversations with about this case, just conversations, and this person will know exactly who it is. So we'll get on with this case and we'll get more answers. I can ask more questions. Okay, so Love MJ2 said Bethany's birthday is April. She turned 21 this past April. Okay, so I'll just... Isn't it odd that Bethany and Dylan, correct? The other chick's name is Dylan. Hi, Aruchari. That all of a sudden, I mean, having conversations with some of my subscribers, they're saying that you can't find anything about either of those two ladies anywhere on the internet. It's like literally like scrubbed clean. How are they able to do that though? Hi Pandora's box. Okay. Okay, now let's do this. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, Six of Swords. Oh my God, I'm having the Sun card, and then we have the Devil. Okay, let me just show you. I'll be showing quick, okay? Sorry y'all, I'm being quick so that I'm not wasting time doing, stuff. Get on with the reading. Okay, there. Settlements, offers. Settlements like civil suit settlements will be made. That is on the table. It's a question of whether the families want to take it up, right? Take up that. How shall I say? I wouldn't be surprised if the university or one of the other bigger organizations that are very active in this city, this university town, etc., organization that holds a lot of power, will offer a financial settlement. But the family members are in quandary: should we take it, should we not accept it? Because if you accept those settlements, then part of it will be you can't go after those said organizations, right? So they are like, yeah, it's going to help us, but on the other hand, it's going to leave us in the poorhouse in terms of having the wherewithal to take action somewhere down the lane in the future. So we will not be able to take action because there'll be all those clauses and whatever. So with the Seven of Swords popping up here, they definitely do feel that there is a lot of betrayal here. They feel that the reason this organization is offering the settlement now is because they are responsible in some way, directly, indirectly, some way, and it's like slinking out of this unscathed, and that's the reason why. So the families are choosing to walk away from this offer. Now I will say, I don't know if all the families are going to be walking away, or just particular families, but some of them are definitely going to walk away from this and say no, no, we are not going to take this settlement, and they are going to pursue and leave the options open, leave the gates open, leave the door open, such that they may go back in future and do the file a civil suit. Now, with the Devil card over here, it does show that a lot of control, lot of restrictions, lot of pressure, a lot of even so much as blackmail, like trying to control and hush up. But they got to be very careful how they do it, right? So the families are not two of swords. Wait, two of wands, I'm sorry. Knight of Pentacles. One more. Wow. Seven of Wands. Very interesting, y'all. We got some commonalities over here. Let me see. I have two of swords and two of wands, seven of swords and seven of wands, correct? Right? Then I have the two pentacles. The knights, the pentacles and the wands. Give me 1 second, okay? This organization is putting a lot of pressure on these families to accept and walk away, because there is a lot stake. I think they themselves have come to realize that this case, as much as it's going to kind of be in the spotlight, etc., to a certain extent, it's going to be there is going to be a little bit of deflection from. See, let's put it this way. Who is the killer, right? Who actually did the act? And who are the ones who control? The puppet and puppet masters. So the puppet masters here are like, you know what, no, because it's going to hurt us in the long run. You know, we have to do whatever we have to do. However our reasoning is perceived, we have to try to make this go away. So again, offers are going to be made. Again, offer to change their lives, offer to literally, but no, y'all, they have a fight on their hands. This organization is going to have a fight on their hands. Because I am going to say that there are some other cases, some other young folks who have passed, folks who were students of these universities, students who lived in that particular town, who have passed, and they've written it off as accidental deaths. So in all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 cases. These 4 and 3 more. So those other 3 families also, don't be surprised if you hear from them that they are also filing wrongful death or, you know, whatever cases like that. Hi Auntie, good to see you. I got your email, Robin Sue. That was the cutest thing. Thank you. Ooh. Watching. Betrayal, y'all. Betrayal. 2 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, then the Knight of Swords, 5 of Swords. Look, there is definitely betrayal over here. Absolutely betrayal. Two of them were the real targets, the ones who look alike. I'm about freaking out a little bit at this time, because this face looks very much like a particular individual in that group. Uh, come on, buddy. Now, I will say though, without a doubt here, again, observations, my opinions, allegedly, etc. Two of them, the two best of buddies, they were the main targets. There has been an individual over here who is kind of sort of comes across as being the in charge, who can go about calling the shots, but not necessarily calling the shots like the go-to person. Hey, now what do we do? Like making those decisions. And absolutely they were watched. Absolutely, this whole thing, they look, people can agree with me or disagree with me, but I'm going to throw it out there. I do believe this whole thing, this whole traumatic experience was observed by people who are very much alive, and I will not be surprised if there's some kind of a visual recording of part of this event, or all of it, somewhere floating around. Somebody's got it. I'm just going to say it now. I hadn't said this aloud in the past, but I will say it in my conversations with a couple of my subscribers here. I have said that. So I do believe, and somebody has most definitely assisted. Look at the weapons used. Right? Somebody has most definitely assisted, has helped in the cleanup. Y'all, this is a little bit bizarre. Hang on, y'all. What is that other chick's name? Bethany Funky, and what is the other chick's name, y'all? Do y'all know what the other chick's name is? Is it Dylan? Dylan, right? Do we know what her name is? Can somebody put in the box here, what is the other roommate's name besides Bethany? There was one more. There we go. Dylan Mortensen. Thank you. Thank you. Give me 1 second, okay? Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Let me write down her name here. Six. Hang on 1 second, y'all. 44, 46, 46, 10. 10. I'm going to go so far as to say the person whose name starts with D is in some way, shape or form associated with, knows of, knew, interacted with, socialized with, etc., with Doofus Magoofus Kohlberger. Yeah, Lynn Lewen, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Emma Bailey, I remember that it was not suicide. It was not suicide. Hang on 1 second. I want to make a note of that chick's name. Demetrius Rowe. You know, I keep the papers for a little bit, and then once it starts piling up, you know, I go through it and I go, what is this, and I throw it away. Because I'll end up with so many papers over here, and Fool card. Let's do this. The Star card. Oh my God. Look, y'all, I'm going to go so far as to say this person whose name starts with, I just mentioned it, has interacted, has interfaced, has socialized, has whatever you want to say with Kopacka. There has been some interaction. But then again, allegedly, but then again, if you're in a university, you tend to by default 6 degrees of separation know everybody, right? I have to say that, allegedly, right? But it's a little bit more than that in my opinion, because let's go 10th house, Scorpio, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th house is Leo, and 10th house is, Yep. 10th house is, I am going to go so far as to say that this D person's father, who was in some sort of a legal position, somehow also is associated with BK. There is a lot of help around her. There is a lot of assistance, a lot of people with power and authority helping from behind the scenes. Okay? And I do believe she is going to be fine. She is not going to get into any trouble. Oof. Yeah, I agree with you, love MJ. Yeah, that's nothing. Could be just blank, right? Could be just silences and noises and whatever. Doesn't mean anything. Girl, I'm telling you, this chick is something else altogether. This chick's gonna be fine. Lot of partying, lot of entertaining, but also this chick, for some bizarre reason, felt that she was on the outside looking in. Somehow there's a lot of insecurities around her. She always felt like she couldn't quite break into the inner circle. I don't know why she felt that way. This chick is going to be fine. She's got a lot of people behind the scenes, people with power, people with money behind her, using the influence, using contacts, using the network, contact people available to her dad, etc. They're going to be fine. In fact, she will at some point in time file a civil suit over certain people for defamation, the big organizations, or certain individuals there involved in this. She may walk out with some money. So, one thing I have never understood, and I will not buy the innocence, again, allegedly is my observations, my opinions. If 4 individuals were so heinously attacked and brutal crime scene, it's not going to be like quiet, even if, unless they were completely drugged and they were unconscious. But we all know that 2 of them were certainly not drugged and they were certainly not unconscious. Can you imagine the noises, the screams, the pains, etc.? How come these 2 never heard that? That's one thing I don't. And if you hear somebody screaming and yelling in pain like that, I mean, the first thing is, what the hell? You wake up, you put on the light, you don't put on the light, open the door, hey, what's going on there, pick up the phone, something. How come they didn't hear any of that? How come? It's like, that is something I don't buy. So let me see. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I just need to turn off this wax thing here. I have those little wax melts, you know. So what I do, I put a little bit of a couple drops of citronella oil in that, and keeps the air smelling nice. And but sometimes it gets a little much for me. I gotta turn it off. Yeah, exactly, Susie. Like, how come you are waiting for so long to, before you call the cops? That's bizarre. All right, let's move on to. Now I'm going to look at Ding Dong Ding Along Cold Burger. Let's see. Show me the energies. Scorpio. Oh my God, he's a Scorpio, isn't he? November 21st, 1994. Oh. The Sun card. I'm sure those girls heard it all, seriously. And Cancer. Zaina was a Cancerian, right? So, Scorpio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th house, okay? The Sun card. Give me 1 second, let's do this. 18, 21, 25, 7th house again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th house. 7th house. Who was the Taurus over there? What is 7th house? He definitely had somebody who he was working with. 7th house is partners, contracts, relationships, friends, married spouse, whatever relationships you have with. He definitely had somebody helping him. And we have the Leo. So give me 1 second, y'all. Gemini, 1, 2, 3, 3rd house. Then 2nd house. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th house. 2nd house, 3rd house, and 10th house. So see, this guy, the Magician, the World card. I'm going to take these two. The Devil card and the Tower. See, I do believe he had some sort of assistance. I do believe he had some sort of a partner, somebody aiding him, somebody assisting him, right? It's almost like a partnership. And looking at this person with awe, with like, oh wow, I want to be like you when I grow up. That kind of almost hero worshipping this other individual. And thought the world of this other individual, thinks the world of this other individual. And also there's this element of envy, right? I wish I could be like you, I wish I could be like you. So, but at some point in time, that wanting to be with you, wanting to be like you, wanting to emulate, wanting to be in your inner circle, wanting to be a part of you, integrate whatever the relationship was, at some point in time, that thought process, that hope, that whatever the picture he might have had, he might have had in his head, just crashed, because reality sets in and says, oh shoot, that's really not what it is. And then he realizes it is nothing but emotional dependency, codependency, toxic relationships, control, manipulation, that sort of a thing. So Two of Swords. Again, the Devil card pops out. wanting to run away, 7 of Cups. He had to make a quick decision in terms of, okay, now this reality has set in, and I know I was used, I know I was manipulated, I know I was what is the next course of action, right? I have to really think, I have to compromise and make a decision, but unfortunately I'm unable to do it because for some reason I still feel I'm being manipulated. I'm under this other control that I can't seem to break free from. There's a great need for him to disappear, to disassociate himself, to distance himself from this whole thing. He really wishes he could have distanced himself from that particular individual, okay? But that draw is there. It's a bizarre kind of a feeling. It's like, I know it's not good. I need to keep myself away from you, but I can't help it. It's almost like an addiction, okay? Unfortunately, it's not going to work out well for him. The 1 of Wands. And 18. Yeah, it's not going to end well for him because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth house. Fifth house is, yeah. Unfortunately, it's not going to end. It's going to be basically some sort of a... See, I, for a period of time, thought he's going to get away with it. He was framed. Yeah, he's a gopher, he's a fall guy, he's a this, he's a that. But he is going to pay a little bit of a price for the fact that he somehow ended up being in the situation that he's in. And the urge to want to take control and say, okay, fine, this is the hand I've been dealt with. I know I'm going to be incarcerated for a period of time, or I know he has already been incarcerated, right? He's been in jail for a while now. So this is a fact. I have to accept it. I have to get a grip of myself and take things into control. And I want to walk away. But with the Moon card showing up, which is his 1, 2, 3, fifth house, I'm going to say there's a lot more stuff that's hidden. It's not going to be that easy for him to disentangle himself from the situation, as much as he may try. It's not going to be an easy path. If the Sun card had showed up over here, I would have said, yeah, he's going to get off scot-free. It could be reduced sentence. He may get away with it. The sentence may not be as severe as we all thought it was going to be, as they were saying, death sentence, this, that, and the other. But I don't think it's going to be such a harsh sentence. I don't believe. But having said that, is he going to be able to walk away from this absolutely scot-free, unscathed? No, there is going to be some price he is going to have to pay. Whether that is 2 years, 3 years, or the fact that he's already in prison, whatever, right? So some way, shape or form. I see your question, Sherilyn, but I'm really not going to look into that because it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Hi, Dreamweaver. Yeah, it's very unfortunate about that veteran, but it is what it is. Oh, wow. Could be. Could be. I don't know who Caden Young is. Is it? I don't know who Caden Young is. Who is Caden Young? I'm confused with all these names. I see. Oh, yeah, it's yeah, I'm not going to get into it. Okay. Emma Bailey's was not a suicide. I will tell you that. Emma Bailey's was not a suicide. I have Saturn here. I'm thinking of Emma Bailey. It's not a suicide. No, y'all, Emma Bailey's was not a suicide. She felt extremely burdened, found it very hard to digest the overwhelming emotions because of what she had witnessed. She wasn't willing to keep quiet and fade away. And the decision was made. Somebody sent information, the page of Pentacles, somebody sent information saying that I'm giving you an opportunity to toe the line. And she was like, no. And there you go. Got into a big argument. I'm not saying anything. Emma Bailey's was not a suicide in my opinion. I don't think. Again, allegedly. Susie, you can type in her name and I'm sure you'll get a picture of it. Oh, my pleasure, Dreamweaver. Okay, so now let's move on to a couple of, we are already an hour into this. Okay, let's... Yeah, the roommate that died. Oh yeah, you're right. Now, did I get their names mixed up? Okay, okay. Hang on 1 second because I got. Hang on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hannah Cleary. I could have gotten the names mixed up. C-L-E-E. I could have gotten the names mixed up. Exactly. I am sorry. It's not Emma Bailey. It's Hannah Cleary. I apologize. Because she's the one who they said, who's this who's confusing me and talking about Emma Bailey? Who the heck is Emma Bailey now? I want to know. Who's this? Love MJ. You're the one who brought up Emma Bailey's name. Who is Emma Bailey? Hang on, y'all. Now I need to know. Are you freaking serious? Oh my God. Okay, Love MJ. I don't know who you're talking about because it looks like Emma Bailey. I just googled her name and it says porn star. Well, thanks, Love MJ, for MJ2 for throwing that in the mix and throwing us all off guard. So, y'all, I just want to apologize. I did get confused. I thought Hannah Cleary, C-L-E-E-R-E, I think, it was a roommate who died about a year before the Idaho 4, right? So, I got mixed up with the names. It's actually Hannah, not Emma. I stand corrected. It is not a suicide. Hannah is not a suicide. I'm going to write down her name so I remember. I'm sorry. I love MJ. Don't get upset. I thought you mentioned that name. I'm not blaming anybody or mad at anybody, but somebody has clarified it. And Courtney says, I think she's the drug dealer. Okay, so we got mixed up with the names. Again, Love MJ, I'm sorry if I said you brought her name up. Because I'm sure there's not just one Emma Bailey. I googled the name and porn star pops up. I'm like, no, I don't think we're talking about her. So, whatever. So, again, apologies, Love MJ. I thought you brought up a name. And I don't know, what is she talking about? Anyway, never mind. Let's get on. So, Courtney clarifies she's a drug dealer, apparently. Oh, now I know where I saw that. Okay, now we get it. Oh, my God, y'all. Brain fog. Okay. Was Emma the one who is associated with that Demetrius guy? Yeah, she does. And okay, there we go. Now we get it. Thanks, love MJ, for clarifying that. And Auntie is correct. Lynn also seems to know quite a bit about the case. But anyway, moving on. Okay. Okay. I'm going to look at Kaylee, general energy. Now, please don't ask me questions. Is she happy? Is she in heaven? Is she here? Let's not get into all of that. I'm not channeling or doing anything. Just the energies around Kaylee Jade Goncalves or her family. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to put out this disclaimer right now. This video is for entertainment purposes only. These are allegedly my observations, my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and if it doesn't fit, don't force it. So the energy around her and her family for Kaylee Jade Goncalves, it's almost like a new door has been opened, a new chapter, and wanting to move on or have moved on, because we have these cards, okay? Having sifted through all of that darkness and madness, a new chapter, a new door, a new action, a new project has been taken, has been assumed, because they're wanting to get on and save what they can. The house, the long-term financial security, focus on that. There has been an exchange of coin. Don't ask me the wheres and wherefores. There has been a lot of arguments, a lot of fighting, a lot of whatever, but help has been there from an unexpected source, or on the quiet, I should say. And then the happy family card. So I think a decision has been made, a decision will be made shortly with regards to that family, that it is what it is, it has happened, there's nothing we can do to bring her back. But now let's focus on streamlining what's left of the family, getting it together financially, emotionally, and try to save what we can of what's left, and get creative and move on in terms of getting on to the future. Because whatever money had to be given, had to be taken, had to be spent for whatever reasons, to find balance, to find justice, all that's over and done with. Now let's focus on what we can do henceforth and what we need to do henceforth to move on. So for some reason that shift is almost like Four of Cups, because they have been disappointed with what the outcome has been thus far. Two of Wands. So they waited for a particular situation, decision, outcome that was promised to them to come about, but they're a little disappointed. King of Wands. So it's almost like I'm carrying the burden, the weight of this tragic incident that has happened, and I hold myself responsible for it. I'm not mentioning names, but now I have to take charge and go forward, okay, in the memory of this young lady, okay, but also it is in association with another individual, so could be the spouse, okay, and say, okay, enough's enough. See, it's very interesting. The King of Wands and the King of Cups pops up. So there is a little bit of a tug of war in terms of, I'm going to lash out, or I'm going to like hold in my emotions and take action and move forward. But there's a very strong-willed, very strong-willed female who is of assistance, literally standing shoulder to shoulder with this particular individual and helping him take the right action and take the right course, because there is a fear that something may befall all of them. Exactly. As I said that this is the card, because there is a fear that it's all like, the tens are completions. You're almost at the end of the cycle, right? The tens are like stress and confusion and carrying too much of weight and too much of burden, right? So there's a fear that, you know, this burden, the weight of this whole thing is literally going to burn us up, right? So there is that push saying that we got to focus and move on. As I say that, the Sun card. Yes, we have other children. Let's focus and move on. One more card. Two of Swords. This says, you know what? It's about time we be cognizant of the fact that we cannot see everything at this point in time. So yeah, we are making a decision, even though we cannot see some of the path, some of what has transpired. Everything is not transparent, but even then we have decided, and we have to, for our own safety and security. Otherwise, it's going to be the end of it. So there is going to be a shift as far as these people are concerned, this family is concerned, and I think they're going to slowly start focusing on moving on because they have other kids, etc. And Five of Cups, it's like, be happy with what you got. And the Magician card shows up. Be happy with what you got, because whoever that controlling entity is, that controlling figure is, that Magician is, of course, the Mercury card. All this communication, all this back and forth. Also consulting with somebody who is in a position of power, and a representative, a government agent, attorney, whatever. So, or somebody else, again, read between the lines, that decisions have been made. Because it's almost like that invisible, that person who's wearing that invisible cloak, like that Harry Potter cloak, who watches everything, who knows everything, everything reaches that person, that kind of a thing. Okay. Oh, Araceli, she's out of work. I hope you had a good day. Drive safe, girl. Okay. All right. Now let's look at the energy around Madison May Morgan. And her family, Madison May. I'm being asked to pull this card for her. Did I say pool party? I don't remember. I have to go back and watch the video. I don't know if those were my exact words. But this is the second or third time Lynn Levin is posting that, is bringing it to our attention. So for some reason, Lynn is stuck on that. I don't know if those were my exact words. Could be, could not be. But I have to go and watch that movie, watch that video of mine to see if those were my exact words. But anyway, Madison May Morgan, fire. How interesting, 23-5. So let's look at the Gemini, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one more. Scorpio, water, moon. Wow. Definitely she had some exchange of words with ding dong ding along, for sure. Okay. Lot of emotions, lot of things that are wanting to keep it on the quiet. Suppressing emotions, suppressing information, suppressing conversations. So there's a great attempt that has been made for that. Okay. Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Sun card. I have shuffled the cards. Look, y'all, I will tell you, fives. This chick, Madison, she is a little feisty. She has gone all out into butted heads with folks. That still butting head energy is there around her, okay, and very dissatisfied with what she was offered. Very dissatisfied. She's like, no, 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 no. That's not how it's going to go down. I want to be free. I want to do things my way. Not realizing that the fact that she has vocalized her feelings, her opinions, or whatever, is what caused her to be put in this situation where she was literally like bound. And the 5, that great fight, the argument, the physical fight, the challenges, she has also challenged somebody in authority. 21, the World card. 18, the Moon card. Look, she, and 3, the Empress. She has challenged some. Can be a feisty energy, and she has challenged somebody. And she said, "Look, I have the information I have to kind of blow everything open. Look at this card. Just look at this. The visuals on this card. Okay, you see the things in the background there. Blow everything open and walk away from it all. And but with the Moon card showing up, there was that little bit of a warning saying that, be careful, be careful, be careful, because you don't seem to realize the depths of their power. So what was she? A Gemini. So 1, 2, 10, 10th house. 10th house is 10th house is, girl, it was a clash of morals, a clash of, okay, enough is enough. I'm not playing this anymore. And then you have the Empress card, right? So I do believe that there was a great need for security, wanting to move forward and start something new, but she couldn't, because she just basically, the fact that, I'm going to say it with due respect, y'all, I do believe that she, what's the word? What I'm hearing is she has a big mouth. Okay, so Lynn, I saw your message and I deleted it. I mean, come on, really? Okay, Lynn. See, this is a thing I don't understand why people do that. It's very disrespectful. Please don't come here and talk about other channels and all that stuff. I don't do it, so I don't appreciate it. So please don't do it. As I say that, for real. Unbelievable. Okay. Then we have, where's my little, give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, so somebody was Zena Alexia. Thank you for sending me that information, Zena. I just saw it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Then let's look at, we did Zena, didn't we? Let's look at Ethan. I mean, you're right, Delvin. The thing is, Tina, lie, wondering if there is someone else involved besides BK. I think there is, but here's the thing. Even if it is, who knows whether they have the information? They don't. They have the DNA. They don't. They have the fingerprints. They don't, because they're basically not telling us anything. And even if you see the interview that the coroner did with that News 5 station or something, like, you could tell by her. And I had this conversation with my friend. I said, it was just a 2-minute clip on News Nation. They have the 2-minute, 3-minute video clips where they interviewed her. You could tell by her body language that she was giving them answers about the type of weapon used, and you could tell she's telling them what she has been told to tell, and she was fighting telling the truth. And I was just talking to my friend, and I was saying, to me, it appeared like, look, I'm about to retire. Okay, this is the biggest case. This is the highlight of my career. In a few months, I don't know if she's, again, allegedly, these are my observations, my opinions. Do your own research, whatever. It's almost like, I'm about to retire. I've been promised a lot of money. I'm just going to shut my mouth, and I'm going to say what I've been told to say, and I'm getting out of this. That was what the energy I got, and that's what I felt, right? Again, allegedly is my observations, my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. I'm not saying anything else beyond that about that lady. I don't know who she is. For all we know, it could be the truth. For all we know, they might be hiding the truth because they don't want the real killer to get away with it, whatever the case may be, right? So, yeah, that was very, very interesting. She herself wasn't convinced when she was saying that it was that type of knife. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Courtney. Okay, so somebody had, there are 3 other DNAs found, whatever. We'll get into that. Give me 1 second. So Courtney says, was Brian Kohlberger, Papa Rogers here? Okay, hang on, Courtney. I see your question. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Because I wanted to do, let me quickly do the energy for Ethan, and then I'll answer your question, okay? Hang on. For the King of Swords, Ethan was a Scorpio. The King of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, Judgment, 8 of Wands in reverse. I'm going to stop there because I don't think Ethan's demise was quick. I think he did struggle a bit. I am sure he put up a seriously big fight, but he did. It was not as quick for him as it should have been, because that means there would be less pain. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that any of this should have happened. No, it shouldn't. Right? I'm not condoning the actions of whoever these murderers are. But so we have the what you call this 4 of Wands. Then we have the King of Swords, King of Wands, 10 of Cups, 7 of Swords, Judgment, and 8 of Wands in reverse. It's very interesting that we have the King of Swords, which is him, and then King of Wands. Now, I will say that y'all, I don't know whether I want to say this, y'all, because it's like almost The group that he was involved in, the group that he was associated with, knew that something was going to go down. It almost feels like he was playing a game of chess with somebody else who was already thinking about how and what he wants to do. So if he had not gone down with this particular incident, in this incident, somebody else was gunning for him. And I'm also going to go so far as to say that it's a bit graphic, allegedly is my observations, my opinions, but I'm going to go so far as to say that he did witness the attack, or the beginning of the attack, or part of the attack on Zena. He was threatened for something else with regards to some other situation, like the group of people he associated with, his peers, like his age group. Danced with the devil for sure, trying to get away from this, but there was no way. But his family has moved on for sure. It's like, this has happened, we still have other kids. We need to focus on those kids and we need to get on with our lives. Yes, something was stolen from us. Yes, we know that he is with loved ones, he's fine. He's going to be fine. But I don't believe considering the gravity of his wounds, I don't believe it was quick enough based on the gravity of his wounds that he passed. I'm not saying anything more, I can't. It's just too much in my head right now. Too much. Pandora, I think it's very possible, because he was definitely like in a situation where with another male that anyway, I won't go into that now, because yeah, those cards say that. ISOF and Pandora's box. This definitely does tell me. I mean, this does tell me that. And that's him. This other individual threatened him also with regards to the lady. Okay, so asking Kirtana, Courtney has a question. Many people went in and out of that. Exactly. Was Brian Kopacka? Okay, let's ask. Courtney, I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask a yes or no. Where's my... there we go. Yes or no? Let's ask. What the hell? Hang on a second. Leo smiles. Hello. Wait a second. What the hell's going on, y'all? Did this person... Give me 1 second. Okay. I know, it's very sad, but good to see you, Auntie. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, Leo Smiles. Okay. Was Brian Kopacka Papa Rogers? I'm going to say yes, but we'll ask again. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. Like an alter ego thing. Yes. I allegedly, I always have to say that. That's true. The hamstring, yes. Because you can't, I mean, that's the hamstring, yeah. I mean, you need that to be mobile, right? So, okay, let's leave that. So now, yeah, it's very unfortunate. What is the other guy's name? Brent Kopacka. Let me just see the energy about Brent Kopacka. That's the veteran. Y'all, I don't know why I'm mixing up all the dates and times and everything. Hang on. Yes. Yes, Pandora, you remember somebody who is not afraid of weapons, who is not afraid of hunting. Correct? Okay. King of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Empress, the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. I feel for this young man, Brent Kopacka. I seriously do. Okay? Combative, was wanting to, tried a lot to move forward to get out of a situation that was not necessarily healthy for him. But he was also in a place where he wanted to stabilize himself financially. I will say that, see, there is no information out there with regards to he might have had a girlfriend or a wife or something, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a female in his life or was in his life before all of this happened. Okay? But there is this other female who is holding on to the hope, the thought that someday the truth is going to come out about Brent Kopacka, because she truly believes he was either set up or he didn't know what truly was expected, or he was unjustly executed, because I do believe he was executed. They are saying it is death by suicide. No, suicide by police. Chances are yes, suicide by police, because I see that card here. But also, I think they were too quick to, he would have preferred to go suicide by police, yes, but the police were also too quick to pull the trigger and eliminate him, because they wanted to keep him within limits. Almost like, am I going to go so far as to say mistaken identity? No, but they were too quick to judge. They were too quick to put the blame on him, which leads me to believe there's so much about Brent Kopacka and whether he was involved in this case or not, whether he was one of the other killers or not. There's so much to it, y'all. There is so much to it. It's all very hazy. There are two sides to his character. One is a very straight up person. Of course, he had PTSD. We all know about that. But I don't know whether he was forced into this situation to carry out this act if he was responsible. But on the other hand, I feel that if that is the case, again allegedly, if that is the case, I do believe that he was not in the right frame of mind to make that judgment and could have gone in a haze. But I also feel that it's a case of mistaken identity, and he was convenient case of conveniently mistaken identity, and he was eliminated to keep things contained, to keep something from erupting and keeping it contained. Because with the Page of Wands here, I do believe this whole thing would have, it's like you walk under a tree that has a whole bunch of birds in it, and then you do something and all the birds fly away, right? So it's like to keep things from going out of proportion. But this lady, am I making any sense? I want to say he is partly involved somehow, but is he directly involved? See, at one point of time I was leaning more towards that, but now I don't know. And if he was involved, then I don't think he was all cognizant of what he was doing, if allegedly is. Okay? But whoever this other female is, she is holding out hope that one day the truth about him is going to come out there, because she feels he was set up, she feels he was forced to do something that he under normal circumstances he would not have, and also that it was basically an execution. Oh my God, just as I say that. Betrayal, execution, yes. Oh my God. Yes, y'all. I'm going to go so far as to say Brent Kopacka was basically executed. All right. Wait a second. Hold on. Whoa. Hang on. Courtney's got a whole bunch of questions. So, Courtney says, yeah, everything is a big mess right now, isn't it, Delvin? That's so true. Courtney says, does Bethany have video evidence of Brent Kopacka committing crime? I can't help but think he kept coming back, and that's why it took 8 hours. No, I don't know, Courtney. If he kept coming back, if he was alone, then you would see him exit and come back, no? Did he exit on foot? Did he exit in the car? I don't know. Thank you, Gypsy Girl. Did he buy drugs from this? Okay, hang on. Most likely, yes. So, Araceli, to answer your question, I feel like, thank you, Sunshine Dragonfly. Thank you, Dreamweaver, so making sense, glad to hear. So, somebody else had another question. But see, Courtney, I don't know. Wait a second. If it took 8 hours for him to do that, right? Then, if he kept going out and coming back in, when he went out the first time he offed somebody and went out, don't you think those 2 girls would have been the survivors would have said, oh shoot, he's left, so now let's at least try to get away from the house or call the cops, right? SJ Leo. SJ Leo, hi. Give me 1 second. Somebody had another question. Hang on 1 second. Where did it go? See, let me explain something, y'all. One of the big reasons I don't like talking about other let me explain this now, because it talking about other, like when I'm focusing on a case, suddenly somebody says something about some other case, or somebody else said this or that. It's distracting, right? Even for the viewers. And believe it or not, even though I don't look at the screen every single minute, like I sense the energy shift, and then I look up and so I don't want that distraction. And secondly, every tarot reader, every astrologer, numerologist, detective, investigator, armchair investigator, everybody has a right to their opinion. I am not going to sit here and say they are all wrong and I'm right. That's not how the kind of person I am. So everybody has their own view. They could have different views, same views. They may have seen the same whatever. They express it differently. They don't. So it almost feels like comparing, and I don't like comparing. I don't think it's fair to compare any of these gifted people. You can't compare anybody. I don't think we should. So that's why I don't bring any of. I don't do that. I don't go to other channels. I watch randomly here and there a couple of videos. I never sit through the whole thing. Seriously, I don't, because I don't have the patience, and B, I have things to do. But I never leave a comment. Like very rarely do I leave a comment. And the times I leave a comment, it's on these channels where they have those dog thingies, or those pets, or funny videos, or something like that. Because no, I watch their videos. If I disagree with what they're saying, because my opinions are different. I'm not going to derail them like that. It's just not respectful. So see, give me 1 second, okay? I don't have to explain myself, but I thought no harm done. And hang on 1 second. November 22nd, 2022. Two, 33, wait, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, that date for that house, the 12th house, is all about completions, things coming to an end, the cycle is done. Karmically also, the dues have to be paid, the debt has to be cleared. And also the 12th house is Pisces. So when you look at Pisces, right, it happened in the Scorpio season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth house. Fifth house is, yeah, absolutely. That particular date, I do believe it's quite critical and quite hang on 1 second. Hang on. So absolutely, yeah. That date and that house number, if you take even numerologically, it's fourth house. So Scorpio season 1, 2, 3, fourth house. It's almost like a karmic thing that something really terrible would go down with that property. And so now if you calculate, these 4 people have passed on the property, and Hannah Cleary, she didn't pass on the property, I don't think, but she was associated to the property. There's one more case that we haven't heard of that will pop up associated with that property. Yeah, like I said, it was a case of convenient conveniently mistaken identity, that sort of a thing. I do believe that Brent Kopacka was very keen on wanting to progress and move forward to a better way of life, a nicer, more stable environment. He did have PTSD, sure, but I don't think he got the help he needed, he should have gotten. But he was struggling to find his own. I think he had figured out, look, the only person who's going to help me out of this is myself. So based on what limitations he had, or the wherewithal that, or the options he had, he was definitely trying to get better, or get the help he needed. It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So I do believe that he, see the house, see if y'all, I'm telling you, Brent Kopacka's involvement in this whole unfortunate incident, I do believe if he was in his right frame of mind, he would not have gone anywhere close to that lot, like not even within a mile. He was not in the right frame of mind, and he was definitely manipulated. Definitely manipulated. Teamwork, yes. Went into the house for something, saw a little bit of a power struggle, a little bit of back and forth. I'm going to go, see, am I repeating myself? Yes. Was he executed? Yes. Was it suicide? As they claim suicide by police, I'm going to say more like conveniently they offed him. But this whole incident that happened, somebody was watching, okay? And subsequently Brent found out that, oh my God, somebody watched this whole thing. So the person who watched could have reached out to him and said, hey man, what the hey? That communication. And he might have freaked out too. But if he was in his right frame of mind, he would not have participated, gone anywhere near that house, that had anything to do with those people. I do believe he was manipulated. Yeah, that's very... it's yeah. Because your powers to be involved. Okay, Courtney, let's give other people a chance to ask questions. All right, so anybody else have any questions? Wait a second, how long have we been here? For an hour and a half already. I have to change that time from 6 to 6:30, but I suppose it's irrelevant now. All right, no personal questions. And if I read your question and don't answer it, it's because I'm not. So if you have any other questions regarding... actually, you know what? Let's do this. I have a question myself, okay? I'm going to see about the institution, the university, okay? Let's say, what is the name of the university, y'all? Everybody hit the like button. Thank you. What is the name of the university, y'all? Is it Idaho University, right? I'm trying to say, okay, let me see. Thank you, Valerie. Oh, really? Oh, Pandora, you should email me that picture. I do believe that if he was in his right frame of mind, he would not have done that. I don't think. But he might have been promised something, he might have been influenced, he might have been under the influence of, who knows. Washington, Idaho. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Washington, Idaho University. Wait. Wow, some shocks and changes with regards. One of my friend who I was having a personal conversation with, and I pulled out some cards with regards to this university, and I'm not going to mention her name, but things are going to go down with regards to university, and I can see that right here. 24, hang on, 20, 40, 60, 69, that's 15, 6. 6 is, let's see the energy around University of Idaho in Moscow. Thank you. I think so, Sunshine Dragonfly. I think so. They're finding it very difficult to maintain a balance of their situation, of their university, of their funds, their organization. They're finding it very difficult, very difficult. They know that changes are coming. They know that changes will be made. They know that they are going to be affected greatly as an organization, as a university. A lot of back and forth, finding it very difficult to maintain balance. There's a lot that's going on with that, within that management, the university, whoever the board of directors, or whoever you call those people, the dean or this or that. Lot of stuff going down. Lot. They are definitely affected. They will be affected for a long time. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm going to pull another card deck. Hang on one second. Game of chess again. So, game of chess with the Queen of Wands. A decision is being made now, or there's a lot of back and forth in terms of wanting to make a decision whether they want to continue to associate with a particular faction or not. Very strong, powerful faction. So the university is trying to make a decision. Do we go forward? Do we go forward with assurance and confidence and say, you know what, now we've come to the crossroads, it's time for us to make a decision if we want to continue to associate with this particular organization or this faction, and we have to make that decision. Will they be able to do it smoothly? They're very concerned about the outcome of it and how it's going to affect them. There you go. They're very concerned about the outcome of that decision. If they do decide to part ways and go away from this faction, this organization, this group, they will be affected. Yes, they will be kept out. Yes, definitely. It's not going to be an easy decision, and they are going to hurt. They are in a situation where it's like damned if we do and damned if we don't. Again, it's all about the monies and the offers. So whoever the big contributor is, whoever this other faction, this other organization is that is associated with this university, be it on the quiet, be it on whatever, again, allegedly, these are my observations and my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions. It's a tough situation that this university is in moving forward. A lot is going on in the background. Okay, so Patricia Sadler Trainer says Dylan, just Dylan. I don't know what she means by that. Oh, she's catching up. I don't know. Okay. Doug Wilson of Christchurch is supposed to run Moscow. Okay. I'm sure this is going to affect them, isn't it? Because people. Okay. So now, any other questions, y'all, or shall we stop? Really quick, I'm going to pull some cards for that that the chief investigator or the chief detective who was put on this case, that newbie. Very suspect, but again, allegedly, is my observations, my opinions. Do your research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions. This is hidden. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay. Yeah, no. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of this because I want to send it to my friend. All right, let me see. Oh my God. This is so messed up, y'all. There's a lot of anxiety and grief with regards to that particular investigator. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only. Overwhelming emotions. Okay. It's, yeah, if you go according to the book, I effed up. But hey, given what I was given, I did the best I could. And it's not necessarily looking good for that investigator. Y'all, I'm not going to show these cards, y'all. I don't know if I did or not, but I'm just not going to show those cards. I'm sorry. So, redundant question. I've already answered that. Alicia May talks. Will Brian get off? I've already answered that. All right, y'all. I'm going to stop because it's kind of getting a little hectic over here, and I'm afraid with me and my big mouth, I'm going to say something that for my own safety and security, I shouldn't say. So I'll just leave it at that. So I do apologize again. Like I was live but not live. I don't know what I was thinking. I scheduled it for 6, but in my head I thought it was 6:30. I don't know what's going on with me. So. Yeah, they're not going to knock down the house. They can't knock down the house until the case is over. So I'm going to say 10-4 everybody. I know it's an abrupt ending, but it's kind of the energy here is getting a little bit hectic for me. I don't want to be having this, posting all of this online. It's just for my own safety and security. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so very much, everybody. I do appreciate you all. For being patient with me, and when I goofed up on the time, I don't know what I'm thinking. So thank you, each and every one of you. Again, please remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are allegedly observations, opinions, common sense. Use your own, due diligence and your own observations and your own, smarts. Make your decisions. And it's very, very unfortunate a case, but there is so much more about that university and that particular town. It's the more you dig, the more you're going to find. If somebody were to write a book about all of that, they'll be like, and the reader will go, no way, come on, man, what are you smoking? But that book will be reality. So if you know what I mean, all right. So thank you, everybody. Blessed be. I appreciate you all. I'm not going to mention names now. I'm just going to log off. So thank you, everybody. Take care, and I will see you in the next. I will post the schedule or whenever I schedule it for. And hopefully that time I will not bungle up on the timing, right? Thank you, everybody. Take care and be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Okay. Bye now.